Today's saints of the day, November the 26th, are Saint Sylvester, abbot and founder of the Sylvester Benedictine, Saint Siricius, pope, and Saint Leonard of Porto Maurizio, Franciscan. Saint Leonard of Porto Maurizio, a voice calling the world back to Christ. Today, the church remembers a fiery Franciscan preacher whose words still echo with power, Saint Leonard. He was born in 1676 in Porto Maurizio, Italy, and he became one of the greatest missionary voices of his century. His entire life was consumed with one purpose: to bring souls back to Jesus through repentance, the Eucharist, and the mercy of God. St. Leonard traveled from town to town, village to village, preaching missions that renewed entire communities. He often said that if Christ shed his blood for the salvation of all, then he would exhaust his life to make sure people heard about it. His sermons were simple, direct, and full of conviction. He called people not to vague spirituality, but to true conversion of heart, real repentance, real faith, and real surrender. He carried with him a deep devotion to the Stations of the Cross. It was St. Leonard who established the Via Crucis in hundreds of churches across Italy, reminding people that the path to holiness is found by walking with Christ through his passion. He believed the cross was the most powerful school of love the world had ever known, and he wanted every believer to encounter it personally. St. Leonard spent long hours in prayer, fasting, and intercession, but his strength did not come from his own effort. It came from his closeness to Jesus in the Eucharist. He taught that the Mass is the center of Christian life, the place where heaven opens and grace pours out. He urged the faithful to approach the altar with reverence, gratitude, and expectation, because in the Eucharist, Christ gives himself fully. Even in suffering, St. Leonard remained faithful. His health was fragile, yet he poured himself out until his final days. When he died in 1751, he left behind not fame or riches, but a legacy of spiritual renewal that continues to inspire Catholics today. His life is a bold reminder that holiness is not complicated. It is the simple, courageous choice to love God above all things and to lead others to him. St. Leonard of Porto Maurizio continues to call us to deeper prayer, deeper repentance, and deeper devotion to Christ's passion. My brothers, may we follow his example and rediscover the power of the cross in our own lives. Be the family warrior that God calls us to be. God bless.